Hello, you buggers. You're all here for the show. And what other show have we got for you tonight? We'll see what happens. It's a bit of a cozy little situation with the panel tonight. Not a vast amount of people. Dick may be joining us later, but unfortunately he's away getting his pipes cleaned or whatever. And we'll see what happens. We have got some people here. Matt, would you like to take us around the lovely round table that is so round? It's the roundness of round.
It doesn't look very round. It's kind of horseshoe shaped, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like
dodecahedron.
Yeah.
Anyway, so why don't we start? We've got the panel tonight. Let's start from the top. We've got orange purple. How are you? Orange purple. Orange is purple.
Okay.
Orange is new purple. I don't know. Sorry.
That's all right. We're doing okay.
So what have you been up to this week?
It's all just kind of a blur. It's just been so much shit being thrown at me so fast I can't keep track.
Oh, I think it's because you were drunk most of it, I bet.
Nope. Tried last night. Didn't even get there.
Didn't even get there.
No, my body seems to metabolize it about as fast as I drink it, so.
And round. It's the roundness of round. It doesn't look very round.
I can hear DKG in the background. Somebody's still playing it.
Me too.
It was Claire.
Oh, okay. All
it's
right.
naughty Claire.
Oh,
Hey, Claire.
Since Claire's just been mentioned, we're going around the round table. Claire, how are you?
I'm so sorry about that. It was my potato laptop took over. Yeah, but I'm okay besides that. How are you, everyone?
Yeah, Claire Bollock has been officially nominated my stalker because everywhere I go, she seems to appear, and it's.
Yeah, but it's a weekend. I'm off duty.
Oh, you're off duty. Oh, you're not stalking this weekend.
No, I'm not stalking this weekend. I'm sorry. I don't mean to let you down,
Oh,
Matt.
damn. Damn, my first stalker, so.
Well, if you okay. Well, all right, we can talk. We'll negotiate. Maybe I'll add Saturdays if it makes you happy.
I'm not paying any more.
Weekend rates cost double.
I know the stalking rates are going off. They're going through.
Yeah,
the
Saturday's a double at least, a double rate.
Yeah. Just ask Charlie. He fired me. He couldn't afford it anymore.
Just talk to HR. We'll work it out.
All right. Well, since Charlie's just been mentioned, we also have Charlie Welch. How are you?
So hot. My headphones are adhering to my head as we speak, so let's just get on with it. Cool me off.
Are you melting? You're literally melting.
Oh, yeah. It's nasty.
Ooh,
Think
damn.
ice.
And then you have the Queen of the Penguins. We have Commander 401. How are you?
I'm doing great, ready to shoot the shit. The shit comes out of penguins' butts at 100 miles an hour, and our flippers can break a human shin. We are dangerous, but cool.
With laser beams.
With laser beams, tanks, and spaceships. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Well, lasers are cool.
And finally, it's our hostess with the mostest DKG. How are you?
I'm okie dokie. Yeah, I'll live. Yeah, I'll manage. We'll get through this somehow. Somehow we'll struggle on. We'll say hi to
live. Is it really necessary for you to live? I mean,
well, I think to produce the show, I think it helps.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure. We can check that out at some point maybe tonight whether actually need to be alive to produce this fucking shitstorm that we have.
The necromancy special.
Yes, welcome to Necrophilia Hour on the Shills. Yeah, but that'll be we'll save that for the after show. Actually, no, what would you call that? The afterlife. The afterlife.
We could be the stills instead of the shills.
Stills, the stiffs. Talking to Death Store. Mipet's just turned up. Hello, Mipet.
Hello, Mipet. How are you?
I thought I'd better join you before you destroy the place. So, yes. There's mopping up to do afterwards. You realise that?
Yeah, we're going to have
who's on the roster for this evening.
Yeah, you just come on the end of the round table, kind of like. So I did that a bit and made a white pig's ear bit, but
I know. I've been listening. I've been late. I just bided my time.
I couldn't have done too badly then. Couldn't have done too badly.
We can get Mipet to do it properly if you like, but never mind.
Well, it's too late now, isn't it?
No,
We're
that's
done now.
okay.
Apart from me, we're done.
Who cares? Yeah. Okay, Matt, how are you tonight?
I'm alive. I'm still alive.
He lives.
I live. Yeah. Apologies for last week for the last-minute cancellation of the debate. I got a bit ill.
That's not necessary.
It's no excuse, isn't it? Took a quick visit to the hospital, but everything was all checked out. It was all okay-ish, and I'm fine now.
Now,
just take it easy.
I have to ask you.
Yeah.
Did you get any crappy backlash from Jin about the fact you had to cancel?
Do you know what?
Did he go walk around like a peacock saying, "Oh, I won"?
Do you know what? Actually, no. Credit where credit's due. He was really good about it, actually. So fair play to Jin. So if he ever does listen to this, I doubt if he does listen to this. But
round of applause to Jin. Flat Earthers. This is how it's done. little bit of respect for people.
Yeah. So he said he understands. He says that health is important. Take it easy for now, and we'll do it for another time, which was good. I was expecting him to kind of exactly like you said, strutting around like a peacock. I won, he chickened out, and all the rest of it as well.
Yeah.
So,
no, and by the way, when I did say that bit, this is how it done. Flat Earthers, respect to people. Obviously, we don't have to reciprocate. You're a flat earther, so you deserve no respect whatsoever. So sorry, that's just the law. I mean, I've checked.
And also, I've got some news as well. Do you know one of them long tubes that you point at the sky at those white dots in the sky?
I thought you were going to say long tubes and something else, but okay, you talk about your sky tube.
Magic telescope that comes pre-programmed by NASA to show you what you want it to show.
Yeah, one of them telescope things. I bought one.
Celestron, isn't it?
Huh?
Celestron, isn't it?
How do you know?
It's just the way he sits.
Yeah, you saw the link, didn't you? Yeah. And I'm gonna start off looking at that. That big white disc we see at night time. What's that thing called? The big bright white
hologram.
Disc?
The moon? That cardboard.
The moon. That's the one. The moon. Yeah. See, I'm learning about astronomy already. See?
You see, the thing is, I also bought some technical kit. I've got the James Webb Enema kit.
How does that work? Do you want to describe in detail how that works?
I don't know, but you just see everything in fantastic resolution. So
further into deep space than ever before. Yeah, Matt, I got a Celestron and I got a little bracket that mounts your phone to it.
Buzzing.
Yeah.
Stop buzzing.
Speak or not speak.
Yeah, man, I was trying to learn how to take pictures. I posted a few of them where I took them with my phone through the telescope, and it's so frustrating when you have no experience because it's like, damn, that thing's moving. It actually moves.
They came out actually pretty good though, Charlie. Actually, they were pretty clear.
Yeah, I've got a decent equatorial mount to go with it, so that should be okay. But it's a manual one; it's not motorized, it's not automatic. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right looking at me. So I'm going to practice with that and then see how we go.
We got a gorgeous motorized equatorial mount, huge solid lump of metal. Hasn't been used in years.
Fuck, do you know what? I was looking at equatorial mounts. Some of the equatorial mounts can cost more than the bloody telescope itself.
Absolutely, yeah. I think the equatorial mount we got was about £1,200, and the actual tube itself, which is a fucking huge light bucket, was something like 200. Because it's just a plastic tube. What do you expect?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's a plastic tube with mirrors in it.
Yeah,
depending on what type you get, mirrors or lenses.
Yeah, but lots to be fun.
So the equatorial mount tracks for you, or what? I really don't even know.
Yeah,
the motorized ones do. Yeah.
Yeah, well, what it does, it sets it up so that when you're looking at something and it moves with in relation to the rotation of the Earth. Okay, so you're gonna track a celestial object, whatever it is, and it'll keep keep in line with it just by turning it. You instead of just going straight, otherwise you'll lose track.
Yeah, because I'll get the moon and ready to take a picture, and it's all good, and then it's gone.
That's why a few years ago, flat earthers are going through the stage of a bit like the A bit like this sextant were claiming that the equatorial mount proves flat Earth. Well, what it doesn't. It proves rotation, actually, if anything else. So yeah, it will only work if the Earth is rotating.
Go on, PJ. Prove us wrong.
I'd love to see somebody actually proving the equatorial mount works on a flat Earth. I really would, because it won't. You still there, DKG? Have you died already?
Yeah, I was rolling the fag. I need 2 hands for that. Yeah, PJ said something in the chat. It relates to something that we got coming up, so we'll see how he gets on with that. But that's funny. Mm-hmm. What was I going to say? No, never mind. You just carry on for a bit. You talk. You're having such a nice chat.
I know. I don't. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, telescopes. I don't know. I've got nothing else to say about it now. That's it.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck! Thank you very much for coming, everybody.
Good night.
We're done.
The Shills are.
I was only going to join if you had videos. Well, you not got any videos to
I've got some videos.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it really stupider than stupid, or is it just stupid?
Some of it's very stupid. Some of it is, because as usual, it's just been dumped on, so we don't have any fucking any sort of things set up for the show, which we need to get that sorted in the future. Please, researchers, let's have folders with videos ready to go, so we don't have to even think about it. So I ended up I forewent most of YouTube, and I just went straight to BitChute. I thought, fuck it. Just start there.
Okay.
He's right.
Bring on the derp.
Yeah.
Bring on the derp. Derp.
There's a lot of derp on BitChute, and it's structured in a really hard way that you can't really follow threads of thought. You end up at a stump every time you just click one of their videos. But PJC says there's some good stuff on BitChute. Yeah.
Oh.
And a lot of crap mixed in with it.
Does he?
So I brought the crap tonight. The good stuff. The good stuff. I mean, it probably means the proof that the Earth is a globe and stuff like that. That's the good stuff. But
I have to attest, there is some good stuff on BitChute, because at one point I created an account and used it as a backup for all of my edited videos. So they're over there somewhere.
There you go. That's the good stuff.
I've never been near BitChute. I know nothing about it whatsoever.
I knew nothing about it until we were preparing for the show, and I thought, well, there we go. Let's.
As I understand it, it's not. You don't stream on it. You just post videos.
I think so.
Yeah, but after I watched about 6 videos on it, I don't think I've ever gone back there again.
Well, after tonight, I'm pretty sure I can guarantee you will probably never go there back there again. After all,
is it like TikTok? Just nothing but people lip syncing and middle-aged women shaking their ass for attention?
If it was like that, there'd be no show tonight. I'd still be watching BitChute. But
no, I'm just having a quick look. It's kind of all sorts of stuff. Actually, no, it's not really like TikTok. I don't think.
No, it's not.
Different stuff.
No, it was trying to be an alternative for YouTube, but they really didn't get it there.
No one ever has. All the other platforms that have tried to do like a YouTube knockoff is just never worked. They just don't have the horsepower, and they don't have the community structure. So
they're not going to be able to compete with YouTube. Not straight away like that, unless you get some big rich guy who injects millions and millions of pounds or billions of pounds. Then
now,
hello, Jeff Bezos. Hello,
I have to interrupt you because I mentioned the James Webb enema kit. We have someone else joining us tonight. It's Colon.
Hey!
Hell yeah.
Colon. How are you, Colon?
I bet Colon can tell us a lot about the James Webb enema kit. He must know an awful lot about that.
Oh, he's gone again.
No, there he is.
I'm here.
No, is he?
Oh.
Hello, Colon. How are you?
You have to be able to turn your mic on when you arrive in a room. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing?
That would help.
Hey.
Awesome.
I just thought maybe a sensible voice might be appropriate, seeing as the lunatic have taken over the asylum over here tonight.
It does appear that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Don't come here being sensible, for fuck's sake, Colon.
Colin, I'm running an experiment. Stop it.
No, I welcome the sensibility.
God.
Like I was sliding my way to the door. So welcome, welcome. Yeah, hey.
Oh, a Mipet experiment. I'm seriously worried about.
I know.
Well,
but
well, we were promised we were promised a an audience with the Princess of the Universe, Mallory herself tonight. But she hasn't bothered to fucking turn up, so sod her.
Princess of the Universe. I haven't got the echo.
She might have melted too.
She may have. She did say it was very hot there, and I think she was taking a nap. She might not be up yet. Who knows? Yeah. She might pop in. What if you say her name 3 times? Like,
She's probably stoned somewhere. She's probably lying in the gutter, just absolutely off a trolley, tripping on something. Who knows?
Nah.
You've seen the latest video then.
Yeah, they're all like that. Something just tripping balls or something when you make them.
Oh, do you mean last night or the video? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen any myself. But I've seen some of the videos.
How does the phrase "off her trolley" make sense if a trolley is a shopping cart?
That's how she gets around.
English expression, off your trolley. It just means
she lives at the top of a Canadian hill, and that's how she gets places. She jumps in her shopping cart.
It's a shopping cart. I thought a trolley was like a motorized little train thing, but it had cables up above it or something.
Trolley is one of those things that means something different everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, in the UK, a trolley is it can mean lots of things. It can mean something that you it's on wheels that you push around.
A tram, yeah.
A pram.
A pram. Well, yeah, just like I guess so. But like something you push around, it's on wheels, or it's something you put your tea and your crumpets on and everything, all that shit like that. Or it can mean your underpants.
Trolley?
What?
Underpants?
Wait,
What?
yeah,
trolleys. You not heard the expression?
No?
Losing it. Taking your trolleys off.
No.
Wow.
Well, obviously, where you come from, not where I come from. I've never heard that.
Well,
No, trolleys usually. You call them shopping carts. We would always call them trolleys. We'd never call them anything else. You'd never walk into a British store and ask for a shopping cart. They're probably looking.
And a lorry is a truck, like a commercial truck, is it not?
Right.
Lorry, yeah. Well, I mean, in the UK, you can use both. They'll know what you mean. Trolley, you use truck or lorry. The one of those mean that. Yeah, they'll know what you mean if you use either one of those.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to be there this time next year. Sorry, go ahead.
I had at one time been working on an American English lexicon that I had the working title of "What's a Lorry and How Did You Get Hit by One in a Zebra Crossing?"
I like the title.
What do you call zebra crossings in America then? What are they called? The bits where
just crosswalks.
Just crosswalks. You see, you're in America. You're very precise, and it's kind of like your words usually describe what they actually mean, don't they? It's it's like we call them pavements. You call them sidewalk because you walk on the side and you walk on them, right?
Yep.
We do.
Yeah.
Easement.
Easement.
What's it? Oh yeah. No, we call them. We just call them pavements.
Yeah.
And what's the zebra crossing again? What did you say that was called?
Just crosswalk.
Crosswalk. Yeah, crossing, walking.
Pedestrian crossing.
For the main reason that zebras just don't run amok like here in the United States anywhere.
Well, the thing is, in the UK, we have a lot of different names for crossings. I mean, the zebra crossing is famous because it's black and white striped. Okay, we get that. And then you get a pelican crossing, and that's striped as well.
Explain that.
No, I can't. There's a pelican crossing. There's like there's maybe 3 or 4 different categories of crossing, and they've all got different names for animals, and they all look and do the same thing, but it makes no fucking sense. And pelicans aren't striped, so what the fuck's going on there? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I actually thought that technically a zebra crossing was supposed to be the one where the car stopped in all 4 directions to let the pedestrians go any which way for a minute.
But how does that have anything to do with a zebra?
No, that's what we just. If you listen, if you heard, no, I'll explain because when you cross them, it's like you get the black and white stripes as you're going across. So
right,
and you got to run like you're being chased by cheetahs.
Okay, well there you go. You know what, Charlie? That makes more sense to me than the other one. Okay, I get it. All right, I get it. Okay.
Hey, Matt, do you know the biggest thing as well? If you actually suddenly throw in the fact that the traffic lights have got different traffic signals, the way they actually activate, it completely blows the crosswalks over.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
It does.
It's like it's weird as well. But it's like in America when you got your pedestrian lights. You know, when you cross over it, it says "walk, don't walk." You know, you literally have to spell it out to you. You know, don't.
Well,
walk
we have
walk.
the little guy. No, sometimes it doesn't spell it. We have like the little guy that's either walking or the hand that says stop. They use symbols, you know. But yeah, you're right. They do.
But what if you have one of those crossings and the guy doing the voiceover has got a stutter, so he'll go don't walk, don't walk, don't. And you're trying to cancel out all different don'ts. You know, don't walk or don't walk, don't walk.
Bob Newhart does the voice.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're too cheap. We don't have that automation. It just flashes at them. They either see it or they don't. Like
the worst American sign is, and the words are the same size, so there's no distinction. It just says "slow children playing."
Yes, that one. Yes.
Oh,
I always thought that we really should replace like the don't and don't walk signs with something that just gives you a percentage chance of getting across before the light finishes changing.
I just sort of point out in the chat, Ugly German's truth is correct to me. You know what it takes to collect a person in the UK, a British person, is a fucking German. There we go. Thank you, Ugly German's truth. You keep on doing it. You keep on correcting us. Keep us right. Anyway, does anybody actually want to watch a video?
Yeah, we're doing pretty well here.
Well, you are doing great without it, but you know.
No, but is it anything to do with what we were talking about before?
Like I have nothing on Pelican Crossings.
No, about how to decline a debate in the flat Earth community.
Sorry, Uncle Martin is pointing out the zebra, pelican, and toucan crossings.
Toucan?
Whoa,
toucan. I've never heard of a toucan one.
No,
whooping crane crossing. Whooping.
Now, Martin, you've been really good at explaining things to me, so I need to know this pelican and this toucan. I mean, I think they explained the zebra thing, but what the hell?
I think the toucan one is a bit odd because it allows cyclists to cross the road as well, but I've never known cyclists not be able to use zebra or pelican crossings. So it's like you can't do that. You have to use a toucan crossing, but I don't know.
Toucan Sam crossings are for blind people because you just got to follow your nose like the cereal.
Hey guys, this is the only toucan you want. Where is it?
That's one can.
That's one can. Where's the other one?
Oh, that's already gone.
Oh no, there's the second one.
Second can. Yeah, it doesn't really work, does it?
No. Toucan.
Right. Okay. Well, let's get this road on the show, shall we? Now, talking about the James Webb Telescope, we have our old friend, Level Earth Observer.
Oh, God.
It's a pantomime.
It's a pantomime. I have no idea what this video is about. I haven't looked at it. It's 11 minutes long.
DKG, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
We are going to have a look. And please, can we get the gong going in the chat? I don't know how to do that, but
yeah, let me try. Let me see. Okay.
PJ says Leo exposes some good stuff sometimes.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. PJ, he's a fucking idiot. Shut up. Right. Okay. Let me see if I can remember how to do this fucking thing. All right. Let's bring VLC in. Oh, that was my test video. Right. Okay.
Just be sure to narrate so we can all learn.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling this is going to be painful.
That's just so freaking awesome.
Yes. I wondered if it's what we were looking at earlier this week.
Is it playing?
What do you think, Matt? Is it over where I was stalking you? You would know since I was stalking you every
that's what you're using to spy on me, then James Webb.
Oh yeah, it's I'm high tech stalking. None of that lowbrow stuff.
Are we having trouble, DKG? Is it
Yeah.
not working?
What's not working?
The video.
The video, there's no sound. There's nothing coming through for us here, unless it's just playing for them out there. Yeah.
No, it's not. No.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
okay. Apparently you missed one. I tried to look up what is a toucan crossing, and it says there's also something called a puffin crossing in the UK.
What is that similar? You know, they look very similar.
Video's still not working,
distinctly
DKG.
separate.
It's stopped. And
No,
there's
a
no
puffin
sound.
looks like a penguin.
With
kinda
a
like
big nose, like
penguin.
a toucan. He's
Oh,
kind
hold
of
on, guys.
colorful, like the
Hold on,
toucan, right?
hold on,
Yeah?
hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
sorry.
Hold on. Yeah, video's still not working, DKG. It worked for a second there, but there was no sound.
Yeah, the video. Well, he wasn't playing it. I've just got to check, see how the routing is going. So, you talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
All right, carry on. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, so well, hey,
Okay, and if you're going to have 4 different types of crosswalks,
all right.
why is one of them a horse and the other 3 are all birds? You know, can't we keep a consistent theme
Wait,
going
are we
here?
going to start a great debate on whether a zebra's a horse or not? Let's not go there. First, let's figure out what the hell is a toucan crossing. Like, that was the first one that Martin dropped in the chat. Can any of our English gentlemen or Ireland, any of our Europeans help us out with that?
I've got no idea what the hell a puffin crossing is because I've never heard of that one before.
No, me neither.
Have you heard toucans? Like, the toucans out there too. Like, I don't understand that.
No, I never heard of that one here. I don't think that's common in the UK either, to be honest.
All right. So then, can we all vote? They're making it up. That's what it is, aren't they're making it up.
I mean, it could be. Could be. I'd never heard of it. I mean, it could be one of these kind of like British colony places, the places like something like what's that Spanish colony? What do you call it? Gibraltar or something like that. Oh, there you go.
What?
That was loud.
That was.
Yeah. So you heard that?
Yeah, we heard that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Everybody in the chat, did you hear that?
Yes.
Did they? No.
Oh, wait. Thank you, ugly German shoes. Do you see that?
Right.
Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Okay. So Uncle Martin says he heard something.
Yes.
So that's a good start. Okay. So here we go.
It was a bit loud though. That's the only thing.
You know, I'll sort that out. Okay. Let's go.
Now, I've just been sent this as evidence in favour of the James Webb Space Telescope by a space fan, a James Webb Space Telescope believer. Obviously, recently this telescope has taken a bit of a battering, you could say. And as a result, this space fan has sent me this, which was the release of the James Webb Space Telescope months and months ago. But considering he sent it as evidence, we're going to entertain it. So let's have a look. Don't mean to state the obvious here. This was sent as so-called evidence, and straight off the back, I've got obviously CGI on my screen here.
Yes, it is.
Portrayed
as if
this is
an animation.
playing out live, as if this is what is actually happening. Quite cunning here.
To be fair, I don't think you'd understand if it wasn't.
No.
Of course, it doesn't require that much discernment to see. Quite obviously, we've got a CGI space telescope on our screen.
And nobody's claiming anything different.
Séparation Webb Space Telescope. Go Webb!
Go Webb! Go CGI! So we've got more CGI. Oh dear.
Of course, it's CGI. They've got multiple cameramen up there.
Exactly.
Bottom right. Getting very touchy, feely over the CGI. Incredibly emotional. No doubt their friendship goes on after
You should
work.
see me after a Liverpool scores a goal.
James
Come on.
Webb Space Telescope amidst applause here in the
Let's kiss like the French do.
now taking its first steps in pursuit of cosmological discovery.
Sorry.
See, now, you see, you fucking moron, those people weren't celebrating the CGI. That's animation so people can understand what is happening at the moment in time. They're looking at the actual numbers and the actual spacecraft, and that's what they're celebrating, not the CGI, you fucking dipshit.
Well, I mean, Leo does this all the time, right? He always produces videos where it's clearly CGI. I mean, you don't need anything on the screen to say it's CGI. Anybody with a brain can tell that's computer generated. We all know that, it's animation. But he does this all the time, and he kind of puts it forward as if NASA or whoever it is he's showcasing is claiming that it's real footage. He went as so far as, remember the Chinese Mars landing, their first successful Mars landing, right? Well, he showed the spacecraft actually landing on the surface of Mars with the camera perspective from the surface of Mars. And he was like putting it forward as if kind of like, oh, look, this is obviously. He said, well, fucking obviously, there's not a man on the fucking Mars videoing the bloody spacecraft landing, you colossal prick. This is what he does all the time. So, he reinforces this, this shit that he puts forward, and they all put forward that, it's all animation, and he will very rarely actually show the real footage that's produced of anything else.
Hey, Matt, when you actually think about this, okay, China's first landing on Mars, and they're reporting a camera or he's saying there's a camera on the ground and this has to be CGI. Well, yeah, too right, it's got to be CGI. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the first fucking landing on Mars.
Exactly.
Jesus, come on, dude.
Yeah, exactly. This is what he does all the time. A lot of his videos are the same thing.
Well, yeah, but what they don't realise, we have actually, made contact with the Martians, and the Martians' TV service are relaying the images for us.
Yeah, MTV. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what happened to MTV.
We also have Lokifish Marz, Lokifish Marz gives us the inside scoop on most of the Mars news. So
yeah, he could update us when we see him next.
Exactly.
So, do you think this is basically going to be what the entire video is going to be about, the CGI, and he's not going to move on from that?
Well, he mentioned about the damage, didn't he, to one of the mirrors? So he's probably going to talk about that in a minute, probably.
Well, he's going to claim that like football.
The faceless Leo.
He's going to claim that like football vandals did it or something, or is it Banksy? I don't know. Fuck's sake. Should we find out?
What Charlie was saying something. What were we saying, Charlie?
I don't remember. I'm busy reading PJ and laughing. I'm sorry.
Not paying attention. Pay attention, boy.
The mind of a goldfish.
To be fair, when you do look at PJC's latest on there, you've got to laugh. Oh, good grief.
Exactly.
Go on then, read it out.
Okay, let me try to find it again.
I got it. There you go. PJC now. Leo's best videos expose flaws in older and rarer so-called space footage. A lot of it has aged very badly in a way it shouldn't if it was real.
It was what? I mean, that is.
That doesn't even make sense.
That makes no sense at all. Of course, it's going to bloody age. It doesn't matter whether it's real or not real.
Yeah,
I mean,
isn't real footage still going to age as we get better cameras?
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And, to be fair, PJC in the chat last night was talking about old photographs and how they haven't changed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're photographs; they don't change. Yeah. That's how photographs work, kind of. But never mind.
Kind of. No theory of relativity there.
Wouldn't that kind of expose the conspiracy if, like, all of the Apollo footage suddenly became full color?
Yeah, high definition, 4K. We've got the Blu-ray release now.
When you said that, I just pictured all these little flurf brains, all the little smoke coming out of the top.
They're all wearing Nike boots. And...
No, okay, great. Sorry, I'll
Yeah,
contain myself.
remember, we're not allowed to talk about that special footage we've got in the vault. Shh.
Yes.
That astronaut's wearing his helmet backwards to look cool for the kids.
Exactly. The time is not
Backwards
right.
helmets.
They're not ready. They're just not ready. They can't handle
All
it.
they
Oh
do
my
is
God.
whine about compression artifacts. That's all they do is whine about compression artifacts. You know, if NASA was faking it, right, then there wouldn't be so many artifacts. As DKG, don't you work really, really hard to remove those kinds of glitches?
Oh yes, oh yes. And the interesting thing is the video footage that he's talking about here, the CGI animation, does not have any artifacts in it. How about that?
Oh.
No artifacts in CGI.
No artifacts.
Okay.
Well,
we
you
need
know
to
what I
come
mean.
clean. It's time to
Okay.
come clean. We never did land on the moon.
It was
just
Mars.
What
No.
moon?
Sorry.
No, it's just we had to wait until we had the technology now to send it all back in a time machine for them to film it.
It's true. It's true.
You were talking a load of bollocks.
Okay.
You lot. Can we play the video now?
And I know this is I
Can
know
we
this
please
is
play the
nuts.
video now? Is there more?
Guys, sorry, I know this is nuts, but PJ, they're utterly ridiculous. You can see they used models. Computer animation wasn't very good back in those days, that they actually did use models of the actual equipment and filmed it and then showed it as this is what should be happening at this moment in time. Oh, please, just open your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen flat earthers actually use animations and models that were actually displayed, telling people what was going to happen before Apollo even started, and they've actually used it as kind of like, oh look, this is the footage that NASA are putting forward as if it's real, you know, and it was footage from like 1965 or 1964 or something. You know, it's like the saying goes, you know, you got to lie to flirt sometimes, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it'd be really
Mars
shitty.
lander.
Oh, sorry, people. I was just going to say it'd be really shitty if NASA was the one that got the message from God saying the second coming is happening, because then none of these religious nuts would actually believe you know, that NASA got the message, so they'd fucking miss out on the second coming of God or Christ or whoever the fuck's supposed to be coming back. That would be a shame, wouldn't it?
Well,
Define shame.
a crying shame.
Do they even get the concept of the time delay thing that, like, for the Mars landing, NASA had to put an animation on the screen to, you know, show people what was happening, because actually there was going to be like a 7-minute delay between it actually happening and when you would see it.
Well, these idiots still use the Nixon used the landline crap.
True. Listen, I'm not looking forward to the tears of Flurf causing the next great flood. It's going to be terrible if all this comes out. God forbid they catch a clue. We're going to go through flooding.
Shall we play a little bit more? Move on, because we got a lot to get through tonight.
Let's see what his point is.
It was a perfect ride to orbit.
And now we cut to this next shot. So we've gone from the CGI jettison, release, to now the space prop scene, which is a familiar scene for any of us who sort of keep an eye on the space industry and any space fans as well. But again, we're going to see the obvious tosh. Little warning here, there is a little bit of flashing here as the camera supposedly flickers on and off, obviously for a good reason, so you can't take a proper look at the shoddy build quality of this $10 billion so-called space telescope. So be aware, there is some flashing.
And all of the separation sequence events are running in good fashion according to the telescope controllers. And there is the view from the upper stage camera on the Ariane 5 looking at the James Webb Space Telescope as it moves
There you go. That's real
gently
because the footage
away
is shit.
from its launch vehicle.
Oh, it blocked out. It blanked out. It's fake.
Yeah, what was shoddy about the build quality on that, eh?
Just see if I can catch it.
He expects it to look like it came out of Star Wars or
Is it
Star
there? Where we
Trek.
get to see some of the build quality there of that tinfoil fetish inspired fucking so-called space telescope that cost $10 billion. So this was sent as evidence, but the first half of it was obviously CGI, but people acting as if it was real. And then we get this terrible
No, they're not.
space prop with awful build quality. Now, what makes it even worse is you've
Hold
got
on.
the globe in the background.
Yeah,
No
pause.
scientific
Pause
in the
this
first
shit.
place. So we're
Yeah,
dealing.
gong. Wow. Wow. I
Have we got a
can feel
gong?
brain cells dying. Wow.
I mean, what makes him qualified to decide whether it's poor build quality? For fuck's sake! I mean,
He's
does he not even not stop to think that that foil might be mylar, that it couldn't be possibly be anything else than tinfoil? Really, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
could you not
really.
even consider that as a fucking possibility?
And
He
it's all
expects it.
stuff on the inside. That's just protecting stuff.
Yeah.
That's where all the billions of dollars went, not on fucking mylar little tinfoil wrapping on it.
Yeah.
Regardless of facts, it's definitely not his soothing voice or his ability to put a sentence together to gather our attention. Damn, that hurt. DK.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I
I
think
wonder.
what he's
Go on, Purple.
I think what he's objecting to is that they spent all the money to build this thing and they used such thin, flimsy materials. And it's like, you don't get the concept that making it as lightweight as possible was a major design issue.
Colon.
Oh boy. Right. If anybody's fortunate enough to actually follow YouTube, this thing took so long to put together, to make right, to analyze, to actually set out that the temperature on one side of the blade to the other side of the blades needed to be evened out through the actual structure with holes in the actual design of it. They worked incredibly hard to make this thing, right? They put it together with so much accuracy that it just makes no sense that a fucking moron who sits in a crane all day moving boxes around can actually turn around and say, oh, look at the build quality on this thing. It looks like a piece of trash. No, Leo, get a grip on reality. There are people out there who know a hell of a lot more about space than you. They know a hell of a lot more about build quality of space vehicles than you. And they know that the accuracy of the sails, the accuracy of the actual fold out of the equipment has to be precise. And to put it into such a small packet on the front of an Ariane space rocket and get it into freaking orbit takes a hell of a lot. Welcome to reality, Leo. I hope you have a nice day.
He's never going to be in reality. Commander, you got your hand up too. Look, well, your flipper. Show us your flipper.
I got my flipper up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think what he's expecting is it has to look like somehow it came from a Star Trek movie or a Star Wars movie. I think that's what he's looking for.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, they usually are.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, this is the reality of space. I mean, can you imagine being his mum on Christmas Day when she's pulling out the turkey and it's covered in foil, and he's going, "What is this fake? It's a fucking pantomime. This is what kind of build quality? What kind of turkey is that?" The turkey's inside the foil. Leo, just shut up. Just wait. It's a pantomime. It's fake. Yeah, what a fucking moron. Talking of morons, do you want a little bit more?
Yeah, go on then.
Oh, did someone say gong?
I did several times, but it's okay.
Oh, you were fibbing. That wasn't a real gong then.
But before we go on, I'm gonna give him some credit, right?
Don't.
Well, okay,
God,
I won't.
Matt.
To be fair, it did cost an extraordinary amount of money, which it shouldn't have done, to be perfectly honest, because there was a certain amount of mismanagement going on. It took a long time because it was going over budget and they were going to cancel it, and it started again and cancelled and started and cancelled, all the rest of it. So politics played a part in being it delayed as well. So yeah, so I'll give him that much. But yeah, in terms of, I mean, don't forget, this is all brand new stuff. For the sensors to actually work, it needed to be exceptionally cold, and that was a very, very difficult thing to achieve when you've got a great big a great big hot thing called a fucking sun with radiation heat in the form of radiation causing problems to actually get those sensors to be cooled down properly. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why it took so freaking long. Just as Colon pointed out, it was a very difficult process.
Yes, and PG in the chat says the worst build quality was the so-called lunar lander that looked more like a homeless shelter. Oh, just shut up.
Well, the thing is, again, just as we pointed out, what you actually see on the outside has no relation whatsoever to what's in the inside. You have no clue what it looks on the inside because you never bothered to look. That's part of the problem. What you actually saw was just all thermal protection. It had to be as light as it possibly could. And besides the fact, it was going to get dumped. It was never going to return back to Earth. And
can't imagine being obligated to not think this shit is awesome. It's so sad.
Let me see though if I got your point there about the construction that there were cost overruns, delays. The project was canceled and restarted a couple of times. Yeah, it sounds like something built by a government agency.
Yeah. Well, two government agencies. Well, one European and one NASA. Yeah.
All of that just proves it's true, right? I mean, that's the standard reality. I don't know what he's using that as a point. It doesn't go for him.
Well, the funny thing is, you got people complaining about the build quality. Now we got Elon Musk and his SpaceX rocket that's going to become, land on the moon, and it looks more like something out of 1950s science fiction, and it's sleek and it's shiny, and then they go, "Oh no, but that's still fake as well." Now, so it's like you can't win. You can't win.
Yeah,
you get exactly what you want.
Like?
Yeah, what's it supposed to look like? What is the engineering? How explain to us, oh crane mechanic, oh person sitting behind your keyboard in your fucking basement, PJ, whatever. I don't care.
I mean, don't forget, flatards always change the goalposts all the time, don't they? Because they say, "Oh well, we want pictures of the whole Earth." Okay, give them that. No, that's CGI. Oh, we want a rocket with showing a video of it lifting off all the way into space. We get that. No, that's not good enough. That's all CGI. They make all these demands. All these demands, all different. You provide it, but it's never good enough. It's never going to change. So even if, we've said this analogy before, even if we got one of the first to actually land on the fucking moon, walk on about on it, they'll probably come back and say it was something else. It was all an animation. They're doing some sort of hologram or something like that. It's never, ever, ever going to satisfy the majority of them.
Well, and even if you did get one of them to the moon and he came back and said, they were right, the rest of them would just say, oh, yeah, they bought him off.
Yeah, it's a exactly. So every one of them are going to have to go up there. Every single one of them.
The unrivaled derp of PJ.
You expect consistency, caretaker, not foil plastered all over the place for a start.
The mirrors have to fold up so that they can fit inside the nose cone of the rocket, and then they have to unfold and position to, I think it was just a few nanometers, could have been less. That's quality.
Yeah, well, there's a word, quality. It's hysterical to me. Yep. No engineers, no scientists on this side, just a bunch of people going against the code they can't even read. This is ridiculous. I mean, really, you have to know a little bit about it to go against it.
Well, and this thing has to get into space, and unfold itself with that level of precision
Mhm.
with no chance of anyone being there to touch it.
Mhm.
And be
You know,
light.
It's all got to be pre-programmed. They have to figure it out beforehand exactly how it's going to make each movement in sequence.
Mhm. I'll tell you, the experiments they're putting out there, I'd really like to see some of the science grade certificates that they actually passed their courses before they were out here doing these things on the internet. Because the sixth grader could debunk that crap.
When
Really.
they tested the mirrors unfolding in Houston, it actually had to cool down in a special vacuum chamber for more than a month to get it
Mhm.
cold enough.
Yep.
You know, they put in a lot into that.
Yep. Hey, I'll admit I'm new here, but it blows my mind their entitlement. It totally does.
Anyway, should we see what else this moron's got to say?
Well, just on a quick point, you talking about flat earthers moving goalposts. I really want to see like a football tournament of flat earthers. Just see them moving the goals around the pitch all the time. It's like everyone trying to score goals, and they just keep like moving the goalposts around. No, never mind. I thought it was funny.
We used to have a drill like that.
Colon wants
hello. Right. Whatever that was. Just a pointer out to everybody. December the 17th, 1903, man first took to the air. The Wright brothers, with sticks, rope, and tarpaulin tight over the whole thing. So putting that together, and they got into the air, and they did 100 and something odd feet. 66 years later, we went out into space and landed on the moon with a lunar lander that was pretty much similar to what they did in 1907 by the skin of their teeth engineering.
Yeah, but you don't hear Level Earth Observer debunking the Wright brothers' flight of their first flight. It's a pantomime. Look at it. Look, it's just strings and rope and tarpaulin and bits of stick. Can't possibly have happened. Yeah,
exactly. Just exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a debate with you about that, Colon, about you saying engineering skin of the teeth. Yeah, another time.
Okay,
another time.
We'll have a chat.
Let me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I want to watch
Welcome to the Shills Shitty Debate.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Right.
Please, let's do that.
On the spot debate, we have in the red corner, we have M2M, who is fighting for the high technology of the Wright brothers. And in the green corner, we have Colon saying it was all made from shit.
Go.
Colon, you have 1 minute to state your case. And then M2M, you have 1 minute.
Okay, done by the Wright brothers. Then we'll roll with the basic idea that they literally put together a pseudo car engine or motorbike engine of some sort, threw it onto the back of some kind of rope and tarpaulin and twig stick based vehicle. They stretched it over some fabric, had some idea of what a bird's wing is about, and then just tried to go fast. Well, as fast as they could in those days, with a propeller trying to push them forward. So I think their skin of the teeth engineering was pretty dangerous, considering the fact that they also were wearing very skimpy clothing and no freaking crash helmets.
I was talking about Apollo. I thought that's what you were referring to after you said about Wright brothers.
No, because DKG changed the subject.
And now fighting against the technological achievements of the Wright brothers, we have M2M is going to tell us all that it was made from shit. Go.
Fuck off, bollocks, you're a cunt. There you go. That's my argument.
I won my first debate.
You won by default because I'm not disagreeing with that. I thought you were
Welcome to the Shills Shitty Debate.
I don't blame you, Matt, because it's true. It's true. The science was there, but the technology was shite. It was. You can't really argue it.
You see, because I thought he was applying that same sort of like engineering by the skin of the teeth to Apollo, because when he
The
was
Wright brothers.
1969, and like I was thinking that, so I misunderstood. So
The Wright brothers were Freemason Jesuit Somalians anyway.
Hey,
to be
come
fair
on.
to Matt,
You're going to tell me that two guys built an airplane when before that the most complicated thing they had ever built was a bicycle?
True. It has.
True.
This is true. Yeah.
Right. No,
It took him a year to decide to make the wheels round.
A good thing that was invented first. Just imagine.
Square wheels on the first airplane. God damn it, Orville, we can't get anywhere.
I'll bet you there's a flurp out there that says that. I'll bet you. I gotta look. Now that would be entertaining. I gotta go search. Yeah.
Commander, you got your hand up.
You
God,
can
that's
thank
what-
you can thank the Alcoa process for the Wright brothers being able to get that thing off the ground, because just a few years before they got that thing off the ground, aluminum was more expensive than gold, and they needed aluminum engines to actually have the power to weight ratio.
Wow, there's your argument, Matt. If you had gone with the aluminum gold thing, you could have eliminated that the technology was shite just on the value of the aluminum.
If
That
I'd
was
known
huge.
that, yeah. If I'd
Well,
known
Damn.
We use-
No, I mean, the aluminum was cheap when they did it, but just a few years earlier, because the chemical energy needed to break up aluminum oxide is so great. What they did was they used cryolite as a solvent to dissolve the aluminum oxide so that you could have it a liquid at a much lower temperature than 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So it made
True.
aluminum affordable.
Yeah,
I would
true.
I would just like to point out that in this country we use the right material. It's aluminium. Shall we carry on with it?
Well, still, he could have won if he flirted
I
that
knew it.
argument by eliminating the whole concept of time and muting Commander so she couldn't contest it, just like they do in the chat. He could have won, right? He could have, yeah, but it wouldn't have been fair. Anyway,
We don't command the mute button over here.
I'm sorry, but I meant he could have flirted it. He could have flirted it.
He could have put some fucking effort in.
Just eliminating what
I can't wait to do.
Like time.
What the hell was wrong with my argument? Fuck off, bollocks, you're a cunt. I mean,
I
that's
can't wait to moderate your future debates.
Hey, what are you complaining about, man? I'm just earning my stalker pay over here. Like, come on.
Well, now you've had a taste on the quality of my debate. Now you know exactly what you're going to be dealing with if you moderate.
Right, you're going to get a taste of colon now, which doesn't sound, which really doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. But here's a little taste of colon. You got your hand up.
Yeah, I did. Right. So, no, to be fair to Matt, I will agree with you that back in 1969, when they actually did do all the Apollo launches and missions, the technology they used was cutting edge. But to actually do it and get there, that was the skin of the teeth. So, fair to you. I'll submit to that one. But I still take the Wright brothers off here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it was just technology that was going to happen eventually. I just think it was done in a rush, and it had to. Because bear in mind that it wasn't really the scientists that did the work; it was engineers, and they had thousands of them working for these various companies doing what they did, and it was done in a rush. And I think it's a testament to the skills of the engineers. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not sure that it really kind of was Wright brothers skin of the teeth stuff. I think it was just pushed forward really, really hard and worked really, really, really hard. That's why.
Right, can I point out at this time, we're 1 hour into the show. We're not even halfway through this video. We've got 16 other videos to watch. So strap in. It's going to be a long night.
Oh God, yeah.
Should we play a little bit more?
Do we have to?
No, we don't have to.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on, let's go.
All right,
Because you're presenting the Earth as a ball, which is impossible based on the three fundamentals. You can't have an air pressure system next to a vacuum without solid separation. Large standing bodies of water don't have the ability to display convexity upon its surface. And tower cranes and pendulums don't have the ability to be dead still and plumb whilst doing ludicrous speeds in all different directions. Demonstrable science that can be tested and verified by all, the results of which prove the globe scientifically impossible. So straight off the back, something that can be tested and verified by all, that proves this, what we're being shown here, is fraudulent, because they're presenting
Shut
it as
up.
a law, which, as I've just stated, scientifically impossible, tested and verified by all. There's not a single person on this earth that can refute that with a scientific demonstration. Words and inconclusive
Sunset.
observations
Done. Thanks,
just
Leo.
don't cut it, lads. Sorry.
Skip over
I mean,
horizon.
Look at the build quality of this Tosh. We've seen this kind of build quality before, haven't we? The only difference is this is now $10 billion. Bear with me.
Gong.
Enough gong. Thank you. Thank you.
Good God.
That felt good. That gong felt good.
Yeah, shut up, you fuckwit.
Yeah.
Honest to God. I don't know where he was going to go next, but
I don't know, but he was trying to invoke science, and it was just no.
Pantomime, Tosh, pantomime. That's all he can say. Tosh and pantomime.
It cost $10 billion. Look at it. Oh my God.
Oh my
no.
God.
oh, PJ, it doesn't exactly look realistic. Explain realistic to us, for God's sake. What do you expect it to look like?
Because
Actually,
as an expert in rocket science, PJ would know. Like, tell us,
Well,
please.
He
Send
thinks
me
we live in a
pictures.
simulation, so his opinion on realism is a little bit moot.
Well, if it's a simulation, I want a new writer. Damn it! Somebody get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how in the simulation, PJ, you're simulated as a fucking idiot. Think about it.
You think you'd write a better character for yourself, dude?
I don't like this simulation.
Sorry, not sorry. I couldn't.
I'm gonna respawn as a smart person.
No,
PJ,
actually, I will give him credit for being tenacious. I mean, it takes a big, strong back to believe what you believe and go against all these people. So I'll give you that.
No, it's not tenacious. It's just being an idiot. That's all it requires.
Those two things can be true at the same time. Don't deny science. Hey, tenacious has nothing to do with whether you're smart or not.
Hey, Charlie, do you want to take that one that PJC just posted, or shall I?
I'll do it. Let me find. You talking about the most recent one?
PJC
Oh, hell
boasts the
yeah.
darndest most things.
It's inconsistent to other apparent space footage showing a globe.
Holy boy, you didn't just say that, PJ. I was trying to be nice. Damn. All right.
Well, how is it inconsistent? What do you want?
Exactly.
What was inconsistent about it?
Like DK said earlier, define real.
That explains a lot, Charlie. Did he say that? Define real? Really?
No, I said that.
No,
Oh.
DK did, yeah.
Define
We'd
real.
like him to define real.
I don't think he can.
Reel, a round spool that you wind cords on.
There
You
you
look
go.
at pictures of his parents on his mantle and think, that picture doesn't look real.
Aye.
Thank you, PJ, for feeling our show.
Like Repo Sandman in the chat said, it doesn't look the same as other pictures I think are fake.
Damn.
Wow.
I like Repo. He has some great comments all the time.
Yeah.
Right. Well, for the rest of the show, I'm just going to highlight all his comments from now on. Just saying.
DK, please tell me you've got something better than Leo.
Yeah. Do you want the next one?
Is that it? Is that all of him? Was it? Is that it?
No,
Well,
no, we gonged him off. Yeah,
okay, sorry.
there was a lot more. There was a lot more.
Oh, okay.
At least another 6 minutes. But we do have another one, which I think PJ will enjoy. You might not, but do you want to go with the next one?
Is it
right?
CGI?
Well, Not quite CGI. Not quite CGI. But you'll know why I'm giggling once I
It's
start
not
playing
Leo
it.
though, right?
It's
no
not. It's
more
not Leo. It's not
Okay,
Leo.
I can't
I
take
don't
that
know.
voice.
I
can't
don't know
do
who it is. I don't know who it is. Right. Okay. So here we go with the next one.
Okay.
Oh dear.
On screen right here is a piece of sausage. Yes, they said this one was posted by a so-called French scientist. We go get into this and show you some things. Remember the so-called James Webb telescope from NASA. They tell you see all these so-called planets and even seeing the Big Bang. And this so-called scientist from France gonna so-called come out with this right here. Post a piece of sausage and tell you that it was seen.
Sausage.
It's sausgy.
By the so-called, James Webb telescope. And there you go right there on screen, people, because I told you it was fake. And what scientists got to do with this Earth and space, supposedly?
Yeah, man, I smoke too much my own product, man.
Yes, they use science to trick the dumb masses. That's what it is. Science put the trickery together. It can't prove space or the Earth is a spinning ball. You understand? Let's get into this right here and show you that you was dumb to believe in the so-called James Webb telescope and the footage that they show you. Make it run.
Our next report is about the reality of fake news.
Look at this shit right here. The reality of fake news. What a dumb shit for the masses. All news is fake, people. All news is propaganda and fakery to fuck with the masses.
It's not.
Watch this.
From the James Webb telescope have got space enthusiasts.
It just proves how stupid people are.
Scientist Etienne Klein shared a picture that he claimed to be that of a star. Turns out it was an image of Spanish sausage chorizo.
Wow, it's a Spanish sausage, people. There you go right there. How the masses believe in space is beyond me. Now you believe in a telescope, a flying telescope, flying around and taking these pictures in space. You're dumb to believe it. Of course they've been showing you all this shit all this time. They never can show you no damn space. Wake your ass up.
Scientist Etienne Klein claimed that the image he posted.
It's paused, colon. Please speak.
The actual fuck. So they're saying somebody out there has posted images that they are purporting to be from the James Webb telescope of chorizo sausage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit. There are some morons. And there's some idiots.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, did this image come from NASA? Is it on the NASA website for the James Webb telescope or anything like that? No. It's some bloke posted it and said it's from the James Webb telescope, and people believed it.
I mean, but the thing is, I mean, it's just a bit of common sense, right? If you see an image posted on the internet, right, just random, just out of nowhere, with no reference as to where it came from, you're going to question it. I would have thought that most people would do. I mean, I'm reasonably familiar with the images that are coming out of James Webb because I look pretty regularly. I do not remember seeing anything even remotely like that. So a little bit of knowledge also kind of goes a little bit a long way. So it's just a case of just using the freaking common sense. So if people fell for it, more fucking fool them.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't basically saying that NASA is lying and NASA is faking and all that kind of shit. It just all this is saying is people are fucking dumb. Yeah. That's all this is saying, because this is not a claim from NASA. This is a claim from some guy.
Yeah, it's very much like. Do you remember? Did you ever see that thing that David Weiss, when he was doing a debate with a couple of guys, and he showed some footage of a solar panel facing the sky, and he took video and he tricked them. But the two guys that were there never questioned for a second where it came from. I'm like, they're dealing with David fucking Weiss, for Christ's sake. Did anybody see that? Did you see that? He tricked them to thinking that it was an eye. They were looking down from the ISS onto the Earth. My first question is, well, where did you get that from, David? But they didn't even do that. You just got to use a bit of freaking common sense.
The fact that David Weiss could be utterly dismantled and destroyed by Professor Dave, and
exactly.
still garner support, even more support.
Exactly.
Yeah, come here, this guy, hand up.
Let me give you a quote from Jim Webb in front of, I forget the name of the battleship in 2006. He said common sense isn't so common anymore.
Yeah.
That was before he was ever a senator.
No, that's probably true.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, we all fuck up sometimes, don't get me wrong. We all do it. We're all human. But, sometimes you just, people were just stupid enough not to even sort of think about it and look at it and think, hang on a minute, that looks a bit weird. That doesn't look right. And it doesn't. If you look at it, it does look like a chorizo sausage. And it doesn't look anything on any of the images that come out of James Webb so far.
Yeah, the problem is that most of the people, when they see a picture on Twitter or Facebook, are just going to reshare it without ever considering where it came from.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's not always, obviously it was on the internet. It has to be freaking true, doesn't it? I mean, come on.
Do you not think that the night before they packed the James Webb telescope to put it on top of the rocket to send it off, there was beers and pizza that night, and then just somebody flung a piece of pepperoni onto the James Webb telescope, and that's what stuck on one of the lenses.
Post it. Don't believe anything. Who cares?
There was beer and pizza. You gotta be kidding me. They were celebrating. They just
had to
didn't
be.
fling it onto the spaceship.
It could have been worse. They could have flung an anchovy onto the lens, and then people was going, "Look, there are fish in space. The waters above. It's been proven." No, I don't know. Do you want to hear more of this? I'm going to play it.
Yeah,
Okay.
go on.
I'm not listening to you lot anymore. I'm playing it.
Torturous. Go ahead.
Adding that it was the picture of Proxima Centauri, which is the closest star to our sun. The Twitter community marveled at the details of the picture. They hailed the
same shit, people, that you see under the telescope, the James Webb telescope from NASA, when they post those fucking fake videos or even supposedly live footage. The dummies on there, oh, it looks so good, oh, this, that, oh, you're so fucking stupid. That's what it is, and they're laughing at you for believing in it. It's too dumb to believe. This is unbelievable, meaning you should never believe it. It's fakery, no doubt about it.
Thank you for
when
explaining
they tell
what
you that the
unbelievable
telescope
means.
see the Big Bang 13.5 billion years ago, that gone from 13.5 billion years ago, and the telescope went up there and see it, you should have known it's fuckery. There ain't no damn Big Bang that bring you the world and so-called planets and stars, moon and sun and everything. That's just trash. Why would you believe it? You got low IQ or what? What's this?
Scope for its ability to take detailed images
What
of
a
space.
dumb shit for the
However,
masses.
all that came crashing down when Klein revealed the truth about the image.
You hear that, people? He revealed the truth about the image. So if it wasn't for him, so-called come back and say, listen, it's a piece of sausage, nobody wouldn't so-called understand. They would have still thinking it's a James Webb telescope, take a star photo. What a dumb shit.
The image was indeed that of a slice of a sausage.
Wow.
I don't know who's the dumb person here.
Many users had not
Wow,
understood.
take a look at the so-called scientist, people. Take a look at him. A French scientist. Look at him. It's a 100% faker. What's up with the hair? Oh, I forgot he's a mad scientist.
He looks like a
So
faker.
all of them here look.
He's got hair and glasses. He's obviously
The people
fake.
just dumb, people. What's going on with you? Wow, even Einstein got the same looking hair, people. And what's up with the light, the blue looking light in the hair? It's fake shit for the dumb masses, 100%. And like I say, what scientists got to do with space, planets, and everything else? Science is the so-called experiment that you put together. Why it got something to do with space?
Well, there are some people here who've got their hands up with they might have something to say. Matt.
I'll let Claire get around for a second.
He literally just said, "What does science have to do with the planets and the moon and all that?"
I know, yeah, I know.
All
Right,
right, I'm not.
mute for a second, Claire, and then you can die. Oh, Jesus wept. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, why? How does this prove, right? Because just some dickhead made a little trick on Twitter, and idiots fucking believed it without checking anything. That somehow this is all fucking fakery. You know, it doesn't prove that at all. I mean, what the fuck is he thinking about? And you know, like you said, what has all this got to do with science? And all of a sudden, just because look at him, he looks fake. I mean, what the fuck is this guy on? Well, we know what he's on. We know exactly what he's on, but
pepperoni.
Judging by his Rasta voice, he's on the devil's cabbage. Yeah, man.
Yes.
It doesn't prove anything. Just because somebody made a trick, it doesn't prove a goddamn thing. Everything else is all fucking faked.
It just means people are gullible fucks.
Yeah, it just means that some people are gullible. That's all it is.
Colon. Talking about gullible fucks.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, right. Everybody saw that very first image that people popped, the James Webb Telescope popped up. Everybody's seen it. It's been in all the news. It's been everywhere, and it was such a shock to see these little kind of weird, nebulas and stuff that was had a kind of extension to them. Well, that was called gravitational lensing, and well, hellfire, don't talk about gravity to a flat earther because obviously they're not going to enjoy it. But how the hell could anybody imagine that they could then take that image and see a piece of chorizo sausage? I don't think I could, and I'm feeling rather hungry right now. I don't know why.
See, that's where all the gravitational lensing comes from, because all that pizza in space, it's very fattening.
Yeah, it was your chorizo. It was pepperoni. They got it all wrong. Yeah,
Anyway, Colin would just get out his telescope, it'd be a colonoscopy.
Hey, that's what I call my ship, if you don't mind.
There you go.
Claire, what is it you wanted to say? Because you had your hand up after me. So what is it you wanted to say about that?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, that was it. I couldn't believe you said science. What does science have to do with astronomy and planets and telescopes and shit? Right. And I'm sorry, I lost my mind. I apologize to the panel. But it was just I was like,
well, to be honest with you,
like my brain blew up. I can't help it.
Okay, to be honest with you, I want to hear more about what this guy's going to say, and see how see like, because this is gold. This one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, apologize in advance, then, people. There you go.
Let's show you stars. What scientists got to do with stars? Wake your ass up.
Joke. He said that he was trying to encourage people to be wary of arguments from people in positions of authority and power.
You hear that?
What has science got to do with stars? What?
Yeah.
What science got to do?
What science got to do with it? I'm
what science got to do? Got to do with it? What science but emotion?
DK, you're going to get us copyright struck.
They won't recognize it. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah. I'm singing all the right notes, just not necessarily in the right order.
Language I can understand.
You hear that, people? So what is he trying to do? Open your eyes that all the fucking photos that you've seen is fake? Somebody come on my channel, my YouTube channel, and he going crazy. He said, yeah, Mag, you crazy. That's not CGI. He's saying that's real planets there. That's just a joke, man, for a grown person to actually believe in space. It's dumb. It is childish, people. It's childish. There is no way grown folks are supposed to believe in fantasy. That's for when you was a kid and you can't basically put things together. You just believe fantasy. Now that you're grown, you still believe in it. They can show you a piece of sausage and tell you it's a star that you couldn't see with your eyes, and you're gonna believe it. So what NASA been showing the people for all those planets? They tell you they send a rover to Mars and all this dumb shit. Why do you believe in space is beyond me, man? The whole thing is fake. Nothing is real about it.
Later apologize for misleading
beyond you,
calling
yeah.
his post a quote-unquote scientist's joke.
Wow, a scientist joke. You see that, people? An inside joke. But this time they bring
question is, what is it?
Yeah, really.
What are its intentions? What are its capabilities?
Oh, honest to God, it's just so funny. It's like it's gone from a scientist post a joke to science is lying to you. We're not sending probes to Mars and whatever because somebody, a scientist, had a little bit of sense of humor, which, believe it or not, even scientists have a sense of humor, and they posted an image on the internet. People fell for it, and therefore everything in science, everything in space, everything that humankind has ever achieved is all fake. It's like, honestly, well, we invented the sausage. Everything's not wrong.
Sausage doesn't exist. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yes.
Sausage is flat. Actually, sausage isn't flat. That's not even. That's not
cylindrical.
That's not even. That's not even a sausage shape. That's a sausage slice.
That's what a banger is, a flattened sausage, because you banged it.
No, a banger is actually fatter, though. Actually, technically, Charlie.
Just like a sphere is a bunch of circles of varying sizes stacked on top of each other.
In the right order.
Hello,
Professor. In the right order, yeah.
Oh, then we have to define flat, because not even a slice of sausage can be flat because it has height.
It has thickness, yes.
It has height. It can't. That's an oxymoron. It can't.
Claire needs her sausage to have full dimension and plumpness.
Yes, I do, Charlie. I will stand behind that statement. It's true. It's just not a
I
sausage.
bet.
You got
Well,
it.
it's one of those British vocabulary things. You say a banger is a sausage, but in the U.S., the sausage is what you use to banger.
No. I was going to try to argue that, but then she finished. I can't. I cannot. That's a true statement also. So there you go. Yeah, it's just...
And just to reassure Professor Phil Bell, we saved it especially. We knew when you were coming out.
Oh, my God. He says that the English Cumberland sausage tastes like they must be made in heaven. Well, is it spicy and full of pork? I don't know. I've never been to heaven.
I mean, to be fair, when Professor Sills also says as well, I thought they would miss the stupid stuff, but apparently not. There's no end to stupid. Well, to be fair, it's probably as well, because otherwise we wouldn't have content, would we? We need stupid to make content. So let the stupid keep coming. That's what I say.
Yes. And fill the panel with
yeah.
So said people. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so
I think gong.
Do you think we need
yeah,
to
let's
more?
move on. Let's get gong then.
Move on.
Can we hear
Yeah,
this?
man.
Hit that button. Oh, thank you.
Gong, 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 gong.
Charlie,
And out to the public. Remember, this is what they've been doing the whole time. All these fake scientists been selling you a fucking fakery all day of the week.
He needs to rewrite the Bob Marley classic, No Brain, No Cry.
No brain, no cry.
No brain,
no brain, no
cry.
try. No sigh.
Redemption song.
Redemption song. Yeah.
I don't like science.
Soda.
I love it so.
Who faked the video?
There you go. Bravo.
Because I didn't fake no YouTube.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, Bob Marley! If you could join the panel right now. Somebody send him a link.
He's not really dead.
Just
Yeah,
ask him. Yeah, they know.
He's living down the street. He's living down the street with Bob Marley, Elvis Presley, and Adolf Hitler, just down the road.
Yeah, there you go.
And he's still there.
Graceland got fucking weird.
No, right?
You ain't kidding.
That's
Yeah,
stoned, that's why.
I remember, guys. They didn't die. They just went home.
I was never a big fan of Bob Marley because he hung around whalers, and I don't like that practice at all. That's that's just not good. Fuckers. Yeah, I've seen Star Trek. Right, shall we go on to the next one? Next.
There's more.
Yes.
Well, the next one next.
There's more. God, shit. There's shitloads more. Oh,
please,
God.
But wait, there's more.
Well, wait.
Well, now I have seen this one.
Before you do, Commander wants to say something. Commander,
go on, Commander. Go on.
Flip her up.
There is always more. Let me take an Einstein quote. There's only two things that he knew was infinite. Human stupidity and the universe, and he was not too sure about the latter.
Excellent quote.
Yeah.
Excellent quote.
Oh, can you imagine it? Can you imagine when the show, when YouTube goes intergalactic, and we have 200 billion galaxies all watching this show? We'll still only get 50 people watching the show, but we'll have like 200 billion galaxies of people all just full of stupid in their YouTube videos. There just wouldn't be enough hours in the day to cover the stupid in the universe. I guarantee the universe is entirely stupid.
You know what? There's not enough hours in the day to cover the stupid now. Even if we tried to break it up by country, like even if one of us took a country or even a couple of states, there's not enough time now. Just, oh my God.
And last night, Operator Starsky said that there was a huge flat Earth community in Russia. Can you imagine the derp that we're going to find when he shows us those videos?
Oh, God.
Well, you know what? That doesn't surprise me in a country full of misinformation and propaganda as a way of life. It doesn't surprise me at all. Actually, I would imagine it's bigger.
Orange rise with purple. I've got a coughing fit, so I'm going to mute while you got your little dinky little paw up. What have you got to say, you little dinosaur?
Yeah, right now, somewhere out in space, there are a bunch of people arguing because there's a bunch of conspiracy theorists. There's a bunch of scientists showing their latest discoveries, and there's a bunch of conspiracy theorists saying, "Oh, that's bullshit. The planet Earth doesn't even exist. How can you believe that there's other life out there?"
And they're using this stream as an example.
Given the numbers, that's probably completely true.
True.
Well, me, Matt, and Colon, we all grew up watching videos from alien beings in space where they're laughing at us, going, "They peel them with their metal knives." Ha 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 ha.
Oh, smash!
That sounds like Python.
Packet, powdered mashed potato. Yeah. I remember that.
Disgusting. What was wrong?
It was horrible, wasn't it?
What's wrong with a fucking potato? Oh, Jesus Christ! Right. Okay. So let's move on to the next one, shall we? Anyone's got anything else to say? Say it now, or forever hold your pieces.
Just quickly, PJC that would probably think that the Smash monsters robots were actually real.
Yeah. Well, Leo would just say, "Well, look at the build quality on those robots. Pantomime."
I don't know.
Okay, so here we go. Stagecraft, the new CGI, how they are fooling the masses. We're fooling the masses, guys. Watch out. Oh, got to bring it back in. Oh. Let's start the video.
I am not Morgan
Mass
Freeman.
does attract mass.
What is your perception of reality? If you can see, hear, taste, or smell something, does that make it real?
I think it's extraordinary technology, and it's really going to be a game changer. What you see on screen is all non-human, or should I say digital, just as it should be.
All right. Well,
Unreal.
I'm just going to turn that down, and we can talk as this video plays out, because this
That
is what
is-
people are thinking, that these are just visual effect shots. Okay.
Right.
Some of them are great. Some of them shit. But I don't see anybody trying to fool the masses.
So I guess he's against cinema in general.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, doesn't like cinema. Therefore, the cinema is fooling the masses, because everybody who went to go and see, the latest Marvel movie is being fooled in reality.
That's not real?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
Shock
Shock.
horror.
Oh, that's it. I'm not going to
horror.
recall. Of course. Didn't need a
Metahuman from Unreal exists, and shock horror. All those shots there. It's not just as easy as green screen and you're done. Those 3D models take hours, or the simulations take a good amount of time to do. It's not just point, click, blah, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same tired argument, isn't it? Things are possible to be faked, therefore everything is fake.
Yeah, I mean,
that's evidence of some sort,
It's a great argument, and they're like showing huge, like the one at the Vatican. They got a huge crowd scene of people at the Vatican, and obviously that was just faked for some movie where they needed to do that. But that doesn't happen in reality, because the people would have to. There still have to be people there. The news doesn't like blindly put out stories about the Pope stood on his balcony today and said "fuck you" to everybody else in the crowd, because there'd have to be still people in the crowd to see it happen. They're saying they're fooling the masses, but they're not actually bringing up any examples of the masses being fooled.
Oh,
Right, because you have to
that
actually
thing
claim
right
it's
there.
real to be fooling the masses. They actually have to say, "I'm here doing this," whatever, or it's not cinema or a form of entertainment. Like the news clips, they would actually have to say, "I'm here in Moscow," while they showed like the pictures behind, for that to be like a genuine trying to fool somebody with it. But just showing pictures of something as if to make it more more entertaining to view, I don't know. That's not fooling the masses. That's lazy man fallacy. I don't know what it's really called. That's my term for it. When you want to put a blanket on everything is false because I don't want to bother to figure out what's true or not.
I mean, there have been a few examples in the past where you had news anchors or presenters saying they are. Oh, I love this video. This is great.
Well, there was the Trump inauguration with the millions of people who were not there that were there.
Yeah.
Like,
they forgot to paint them in.
Yeah, they forgot to paint them all in.
Yeah. But no, I'm saying there have been examples in the past where you had like news people saying they are somewhere, in a battle zone, and they weren't fucking there at all. They were just like standing behind
I do believe
in front of a pot
discovered
plant.
and reamed. I do believe they get discovered and reamed out.
Yeah, they get it gets pointed out. Commander, you got your hand up, sausage.
A while ago, there was actually a clip from a YouTube channel, Ian Hubert. He does Blender tutorials, and it actually shows how he did that. Yeah.
There was a clip there from his work. Yeah, it's brilliant stuff. He's great. But yeah, it's meaningless. Thank you. I mean, even now, okay, they're talking about deep fake. I don't think there has been yet an example of someone trying to pass off a deep fake as real.
It is pretty scary, though.
Wait, they had Tom Cruise on there. He's not real. Everybody knows that. He's fake, right?
Yeah, he's a lot shorter than that in reality. A lot less
There's
pixels.
Metahuman. That's Metahuman from Unreal Engine.
I met a human once.
No, you didn't.
Overrated.
I thought I knew a few, but now I'm doubting.
Yeah, they weren't real.
Oh boy, I can track.
It's not called Unreal for nothing. There you go. That was the end of the video.
Survived. That's reality. We all survived.
We got through that
And
one.
there was
That was
great
easy.
rejoicing.
There was many rejoicing of newts.
Okay, Ian Wakefield brought up a good point though. How did they deal with Kermit the Frog on a green screen background?
They
Well,
use
there
blue.
you go.
Blue or magenta. You just use a different color. Like the grubby, right? The grubby is green. So I used a blue background and we just chroma key the blue out and play grubby.
Blue's fake. It doesn't exist.
Piggy,
Well-
I seem to have disappeared.
Well, the thing is, you can actually key a green thing against green. It is possible to do that. I mean, one of the things was on one of the shows I was working on recently. They had like a crowd, and they were like shooting this big crowd in a stadium for a concert, and they obviously had a green screen up. And I pointed out in the final shot that not a single person in the audience was wearing any green or any yellow or any tones like that. So all you had in the scene were people wearing blue, red, white, and black, and it looked fake as fuck because people naturally don't just generally just wear those colors. You have people have green and yellow and all these other tones, and because they said, all right, it's green screen, we're going to shoot all these people against green screen, we won't have anybody wearing those tones, so we can key them out. Okay, you managed to get a great key, but you ended up with a scene that just looks wrong to your eyes tonally. If you don't have those range of colors in there, it just looks fake.
It doesn't
Anyway,
have to be
so that's
exact.
a little VFX rant from me. So anybody VFX supervisors watching this show, take that on board. Learn
But
something.
DK, when it comes to how you said you can have a green screen and use something green on top of it, how does that work? Does that just come down to different shades?
Yeah, well, you can pick it out and limit, and you can create a soft matte and a hard matte, and there's lots of ways of doing it. Obviously, if they're exactly the same tones of green, you're fucked. But there's always some kind of tonality you can pull out from a green screen.
Yeah.
The paper wrapper on grubby is blue, but it's not the same deep blue that the background on the chroma key is. You just can't get it really, really close.
Yeah, you just have to have enough of a contrast for the computer to pick up where the dividing line is.
I find all that stuff pretty interesting. Any more videos, or are we on the downtrodden now?
Oh yeah, we've got more videos. Oh god. All right.
But
Okay.
not necessarily tonight, but the next surprise debate.
Well, mate, choose a short one if you got one, because we're coming up to 15 minutes to the hour at the moment.
Oh, short one. God, that's 11 minutes.
What was that about a debate, Charlie? You got an idea?
I was
for
just
next
saying,
time?
I really like DK's mini debates, and the next one that occurs, he has to be involved in.
You mean
Welcome to the Shills Shitty Debate. Now, to tonight's debate, 4 is Charlie Welch, and against is M2M. I'm going to pick him again, for fuck's sake.
What?
So tonight's debate is: should we continue doing the Shills Shitty Debate? Charlie, your 1 minute. 4, go.
Abso-fucking-lutely, because they're stimulating, they're amazing, and I think the whatever you call the little thing you assembled for it is among our best little.
Welcome to the Shills Shitty Debate.
DK's voice sounds authentic and old.
It's real.
Yeah, and I just think it's great. And I don't see how Matt's going to argue against this, but he's welcome to try.
All right, Matt, over to you.
This is tough.
Well, no, I don't think we should because it's really boring. And it's a silly idea. You can't debate it in a minute. It's ridiculous. And it's just boring, and I'm boring, and I don't want to do it.
Oh, curmudgeon.
Claire, you got your sticky, dirty hand up.
I do have a
it's filthy.
It is. I've been eating popcorn. Actually, it actually is. Matt, I'm sorry. As a survivor of these debates, you just got to bring it. It's actually a wonderful tool to throw us all on the.
I think it's a great idea. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, to see what we're made of. You know, if we
That
can
one last
be
night with me and
spontaneous.
me and Amy, that was awkward.
It was
'cause-
especially the way he plays to our opposite talents on purpose. Okay, don't think we don't see you. Don't think we don't see you. But actually, it's kind of fun because it throws us all off guard.
You had a
I'm
dignified
sorry.
lady like Amy trying to defend skimpy outfits. It was
well, all Charlie wanted to see
I
was
missed
shorter
that.
shorts, and he had to go for like the long sleeves. It was brilliant.
yeah, man. We the flash debate was soccer football players, women football players should have skimpier outfits, and Amy had to argue for it.
Yeah, it was
I can't be chosen for this for several weeks now. So because I've had 2 in one night, so it's not fair.
That's not that's not fair. I've been
Yeah, I
chosen
know, right.
every single time. You don't get to pull that card.
Yeah.
Foul. No man. No
However,
man.
coming out of character out of that debate, no, I think we should carry on because I think it's a great idea. It's really good.
Okay,
I'm
so
really for it. Okay, see.
all right, okay. Well. I mean, we could. PJ was here. He did say it in the chat. I'm just going to highlight it. He says, "Well, you could talk about road crossings for another 15 minutes." Yeah. Well, PJ.
Wait.
What bring you in the debate? Would debate road crossings?
I did find out what a toucan road call is supposed
Yeah.
to mean. I did. Someone in the chat, I think it was Ugly German Truth, let us know that a toucan means a bicycle and a person can use it at the same time, meaning two can use it. That's why they call it that. And then someone else said it had something to do with the lights.
Yeah.
Well,
Not sure about that.
apparently that's why it was called a pelican crossing.
Oh,
It's,
No,
it's
no.
abbreviating the terms pedestrian light controlled.
Oh, that was the one about the lights. Okay, yeah.
Wait. That wasn't an invite to start talking about it again.
Damn, you should have wrote that on the rule card.
Have you seen the video of the pelican eating pigeons? God, that's fucking scary.
Oh yeah.
What was it on a zebra?
Charlie?
Was it on a zebra crossing?
No, pelican crossing.
Wasn't a pigeon crossing, not anymore.
All right, I got one video. It's a 1-minute video. You're gonna hate it.
Doesn't
so
involve pelicans.
no
sure know
pelicans.
How to spell something, DK.
It has a dickhead on it.
Well, that's a promising. Why do you think we're going to hate it?
Cause
Must be a flat earther then.
Then we might hate it. Okay.
All right, so we'll finish up with this video. Let me bring it up. VLC. Here
Takes
we
a minute
go.
for DK to get it up.
I gotta remember,
Especially with all the sound effects. I mean,
I gotta remember what buttons to fucking press.
I love you.
1993. He was right about the
David
plan.
Icke.
Oh God.
Not David Icke.
People,
Right.
especially the young,
I hate
about
it.
their gender who weren't confused before. That's what it's about.
A lot of people don't carry cash anymore, and they're not grabbing credit cards either. Instead, they're using their smartphones.
A currency that wouldn't be cash, it would be merely electronic, for which there are fundamental implications for human freedom.
Fuck off, PJ. David Icke isn't right about a fucking thing.
The United States is preparing for a war against Russia through Ukraine, and what they plan is to try to take Crimea back. The idea for this third world
that
war
wasn't difficult
is
because
to
we've been
involve Russia
talking
and
about it since
China
about 2000.
against the West.
It's already happening.
Yeah, I love that. I love that little last bit where he says, "Oh, hang on, let me take you back to the set again." I love that bit where he's basically saying, "Yeah, so what America want to do is bring China and Russia into a new world war." Well, it wouldn't be a world war without them, would it? You fuckwit. It would just be a war. You have to bring all the other fucking big nations into it to make it a world war. Otherwise, it's not a world war.
Exactly.
TJ says you should listen to David Icke. God,
No, you
fuck
shouldn't.
off.
This is
Should
this is from the guy. I think it was about 1984, 85, somewhere now, that announced himself as the son of God on the Terry Wogan show. Do you remember that, DKG? You remember that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he declared himself the son of God. Yeah, why the fuck should I listen to him after that?
Yeah.
Bollocks. That's all I can say to David Icke.
Well, PJ Cena can defend Arwen. He can defend anybody.
Oh, defend Arwen. Holy shit.
We've got Flipper.
And
Yep.
Colin's
all
hands
right,
up.
David Icke. It was on the anniversary, second anniversary of Trump's King of Israel tweet. He went to Coleman, Alabama, with Donald Trump. On the anniversary of the King of Israel tweet. Well, Congressman, or he's a Senator, Mel Brooks, not to be confused with the actor, was talking about the second coming of Trump. This kind of bullshit is blasphemy. On top of that, I'm not surprised David Icke is peddling Kremlin bullshit. He's been a bullshit artist, really ever since, I think it was actually the early 90s, he declared himself the son of God. And he's been a bullshit artist ever since. He's responsible for the conspiracies about the lizard people, as well as 5G breeding the thing.
Can I just say this before you speak, Colin, if you don't mind? The second coming of Trump, is he going to wipe it up and say sorry? Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
That'd be
I
interesting.
thought that was funny.
Okay, I just had a little family emergency. I had to step away from the mic for a few minutes, and I come back to David Icke. DK, what are you trying to do to us?
Really,
The guy
DK?
Really? The guy thought he was the son of God.
Yeah, you want the stupid? I gave you the stupid. What else? You just go straight to the top.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely the whole top of the barrel. Like the reptilian overlord of the world.
So, PJ, do you believe in lizard people? Fucking Muppet.
No.
PJ, all
Hashtag
these
not
people.
Australians.
PJ, all these people trying to get you to kick over the current world order because they say the current world order is trying to bring in a new world order. Just saying, if you kick over the post-World War II order, you've by very definition created a new world order. And we really don't want China or Russia to be on top of the heap. It would be bad for everybody.
Well, and if the Illuminati's been trying to bring in a new world order for the last 1,000 years, and they haven't made any notable progress, I'm not really that worried about them. They're not a credible threat.
Oh yeah, that's a bit like there's going to be a global economic collapse, and we're gonna turn to trading of gold, and it's going to be back to caveman days. I've been hearing that since about 1980 something, and it was always like it's going to be any day now, 30 days later, any day now, 40 years later, any day now. Yeah, okay, any day now then. Come on, when is it going to happen? The world was supposed to remember blowing up in 2000 and 2012 and all kinds of different dates as well.
Oh, I think I survived 6 of those so far. Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not to mention the long count Mayan calendar. When they do that, it just resets. It doesn't mean anything. And they have an even longer count than the one that was the source of that 2012 bullshit.
Well, that's exactly the same as the Millennium Bug. Do you remember that? And we're at year 2000, the planes are going to fall out of the sky, all the computers are going to stop working, banking was going to collapse because the computers couldn't cope with the year 2000. Some people didn't actually consider perhaps
PCs couldn't do it.
PCs, yeah. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, all right. Okay, all right. Yeah, but most of the world are sensible and they use PCs. That's right. You can't afford Apple stuff. It's too.
You fell into that trap, right? Okay, everybody. It's 5 to the hour. It's 5 to the hour, and
Oh my God, are you going to turn into a pumpkin?
we've fulfilled our contractual obligations for tonight for putting on a show to make sure that YouTube doesn't forget we're still here, and so maybe it's the time to say good night to everybody and let's take us round the table. Matt, do you want to take us round the table again? I know it's not round, but
Mipet can. She's here.
Mipet's not here.
Oh, is she gone again? Is she?
Yeah.
I don't see her.
All right, if you don't want to do it, fuck you.
No, I insist.
I don't want to have a seizure.
Mipet's not here. We can't start a wrap up without Mipet's notes. We are in an impasse.
We have to stay? Does that mean we have to stay?
Yeah, we have to keep going until Mipet shows up to give notes on the show.
Just so you know, Matt and Charlie's stalking fees are going
I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed. Please let me
We're going to
go.
have to renegotiate. This is not the contract.
I'm going to mute you all in a minute. Shut up.
All right.
Pantomime, everything's fake. The guy on the Devil's Cabbage, everything is CGI, so don't believe a damn thing. And then that fuck stained David Icke.
Oh, don't forget the chorizo.
That's Commander 401 done. Claire, why don't you go next?
Okay, I'm all down for the chorizo.
The pitch with Commander. Oh, what was that?
Oh, yes,
Mipet's
Mipet's here.
Mipet's back.
Mipet came to save us. Thank you, Mipet. I'm going to mute. Let Mipet take it over.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Okay. As soon as I do it, you're going to be talking all over me, and then Mipet comes back, and then you mute. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Stalker rules, Matt. Stalker rules.
It's the pecking order.
No, we just don't piss off the person who can breathe fire.
No, I had to change devices. Apparently, I was buzzing and all that sort of thing. So I just whizzed out and whizzed back in again. Okay, so that was a whole heap of shit, wasn't it? Tonight we had traffic. We were talking about traffic signals and crossings with LEO. The zebra crossings. We had puffin crossings. We had pelican crossings. Toucan crossings. Although that got explained. Thanks. I think it was Ugly German Truths, maybe, or someone told us that. But that was really cool. I was a bit upset because Leo did not say pantomime as often, and I didn't hear him say it actually, and he usually says that every third word, so I was disappointed. No pantomime was said. But Open Eyes NASA, I don't even know what that means now. So that's how much attention I'm paying to that one. But the spacecraft with the thin outside layers, like you said, it's got to be lighter. And it's the quality of the build, for Christ's sakes. These people are fucking idiots. Driving me back. It's just...
It's just foil wrapped. Like you put something in the oven, you take the foil off at the last 20 minutes just to crispen it up. Yeah, that's all it is.
Well, yeah, oh, God. I wish you could... Are they breathable? Can they, breathe if you put one of those over their heads? Maybe that it would explain something to them.
Can I be in charge of that experiment? We can put a bag over their head. See if they can breathe. I'm down. Sign me up.
And then we had the James Webb telescope. I mean, it was this... Was it South African dude? I wasn't paying attention when it started. But... seriously, fucking pepperoni or chorizo, whatever the fuck it was, looking at a sausage. And you post a link and says it's from the James Webb Telescope. I mean, fucking seriously, and they're saying it's oh my god!
I'm going to take
people.
I'm going to take photos of my sausage and put it up and say the James Webb Telescope took pictures.
Nobody wants to see your penis. It's not a rocket.
Oh, well, it wouldn't even
Wait a minute.
be
I want to
his
know if
penis.
it's
It'd be
green.
the big lump on it, but you know. Oh, sorry, DK. I forgot.
Is it green?
No, carry on, Mipet. Please carry on. Struggle through.
Okay, you sure?
Absolutely.
Then he said scientists are fake, or stars and planets are fake, or all space is fake. I couldn't work out which one, so I just jumbled them all in there. Yeah, what a fucking idiot. Oh, fuck. And then we had David Icke. I mean, well, he's the biggest fucking idiot of them all, isn't he? You know, the Book of Premonitions. You know, I can reminisce better than him, you know, any day of the week. My little finger's got more premonitions in it than his whole, body, I guess. The Son of God. I mean, just work it out, people. I mean, they keep telling us to work it out. Well, how about they open their eyes for a fucking change and work it out? They're not woke. They're fucking here over the head and in a coma. And just, I mean, are we actually really here, or are we some fuckhead being in a deluded coma? And we've got or am I in a coma? And this is all just my way of torturing myself. I don't know anymore. So, yes, that's my notes and raps for this evening. Sorry, guys.
Thanks, Mipet.
Oh, anytime.
So why don't we go with Claire? Claire, find a thought.
Well, very briefly before we hit the round table, PJ in the chat said many of the things that are happening now, David called out years ago. Well, it's like Nostradamus too. It's amazing how vague you can be, and then go, look, he said that thing was going to happen. It was all vague. So, you know, shut up. Anyway, sorry. Let's go to the round table, Matt.
Oh, I'll tell you what, since Commander had a hand up, why don't you just do final thoughts then, Commander? Go ahead.
I was just going to say that Nostradamus's prophecies actually apply accurately to what happened at Easter Island. And Mipet, no one can replace your notes. And tonight was fun. And everyone, it was just a great night.
Alrighty, Charlie Welch. Anything else left to say?
Very good assembly of material, DK. Good job. We were worried about filling our time, and we did a great job. Didn't we, fam?
Sweet. Claire, any final thoughts?
I think, nope, I don't have anything to say, Matt. You'll be happy to know. Just that.
You said it all.
That was it. But,
Quick, take a picture. She's not talking. Quick.
Damn.
You saw it here first. World exclusive.
Sorry, Claire.
But I don't actually exist. I'm CGI.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Colon, final thoughts to you. Good to have you back on the show, by the way.
Oh, man, I'll tell you. First off, Mipet taking a whiz. In your own time, please. DKG funding for a new microscope to photograph his sausage. Okay, we'll have to get a GoFundMe going for that one. Charlie talking about colonoscopies. Well, I try my best, but we'll have to look in. And then we had Leo. Oh, Leo. Guy who wouldn't know how to build a Caesar salad. So, finally, well, I miss David Icke, but there's nothing can be said about him. But biblical guy with your signs disbelieving. Fine. be yourself. Nobody cares. Honestly, we don't.
Irrelevant. Yeah.
And colon, while you're talking, I put the image on the screen from the James Webb up on behind you. There you go. Oh, it's amazing.
Just a test image.
That's just like a tiny little pinprick of the sky. Fuck's sake.
DKG, do you want to go next, or do you want to go last? Or shall I go next?
You go.
All right then. Okay. No, I've only got one thing to say. Just because something could be fake doesn't mean it is. No proof whatsoever. DKG, final thoughts.
No, what you said
in here.
Yeah, come on, Purple.
Oh, sorry, Purple. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Well, DK was surprisingly well prepared for this, and I think that is adequate proof he's been replaced by a synthoid.
No, I've been replaced by a sausage.
Okay, and to settle the question that was still open, a toucan crossing is when you can do it holding hands instead of having to go in single file.
What? Oh.
Because two can go together.
Okay.
And I think didn't we already go to Charlie? I just got a message to say, and Charlie. Charlie, I thought, didn't I ask you for final thoughts?
Yeah, Charlie, we heard from.
Well, what are your ultra final thoughts after the final thoughts?
Take me, I'm ready.
Anytime, big boy.
Yeah.
That's a final thought for you.
You could interpret that in all kinds of different ways, couldn't you? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
and finally, but certainly not least, our hostess with the mostest. Thank you very much, DKG.
No, thank you so much to the people on the panel for turning up. I was a bit worried to start with you when no one was showing up. I was going, oh shit, it's just going to be me on the show tonight, and I don't know how I'm going to wing that one. But you all turned up, and it was such a lot of fun. It really was. So much, and God, we hadn't even scratched the surface on the videos that I downloaded ready for this show tonight. But we made good. We made good with the garbage that we had to deal with. And
part 2 next week.
Yeah, we got good stock for next week then.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll find some better ones next week, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I shouldn't even be fucking doing this. Wait. Go on. I want to talk to the man in charge, Dick Dawson. This is your show. What the fuck am I doing your show for you? Stop being ill and going to hospitals and things like that. You fuckwit. You're just doing all of this service. But anyway, thank you very much for turning up. Thank you everybody in the chat, and thank you for all the super chats because they just go straight to my bank account, even though they were 0 super chats. But thank you for all the lack of support because it's
not
trust. You can't say that. You can't say that to the audience.
It's probably all we deserve. It's all we deserve. But thank you everybody in the chat, in your comments and something and everything. I'm sorry I didn't like highlighting chats enough because it's so difficult trying to keep up with everything and doing all the stuff. But let's see how it goes in the future. But thank you. I've said that. Thank you. And I'll say thank you again. And now I've got to find the fucking button to press the credits now.
Oh, man. Now you're going to blow us up now. Okay.
I'm going to blow us all up. So,
hi, everybody. He's going to blow us all to hell.
Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good
night, everybody.
Stay woke, DJ.